This keeps getting crazier as the Mitchell Robinson rumors continue to heat up. The Los Angeles Lakers appear to be interested in trading not only point guard Gabe Vincent, but also Christian Wood to the New York Knicks in exchange for Mitchell Robinson. And obviously this is an awful trade, so we have to talk about it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here. And ever since the Knicks traded for Karl-Anthony Towns, it's become very clear that everyone who Leon Rose wants on the Knicks is one of his own guys who he's brought in. And the last guy left is Mitchell Robinson. The Knicks have been taking calls on Robinson, as we know. They are willing to trade the big man. And the Los Angeles Lakers, along with the New Orleans Pelicans, who we've already talked about, are interested in trading for Mitchell Robinson. And the trade they would like to make appears to be Gabe Vincent and Christian Wood for Mitch. Obviously not a good trade for the New York Knicks. And this was brought to us by Jacoba Reynolds, who said this. Reynolds mentioned that surprisingly, the Los Angeles Lakers have made a call to the Knicks about Mitchell Robinson, and the talk was mainly focused around Christian Wood and Gabe Vincent. No deal has been made, and there hasn't been contact recently with both teams. Now, guys, I've said this before. Jacoba Reynolds, yes, he knows some stuff, but he's not someone who I'm going to call an insider by any means. But looking at this team, looking at the Lakers, it does make sense that they would be interested in Mitchell Robinson. Looking at the Knicks, it makes no sense why they'd be interested in Gabe Vincent and Christian Wood. The Knicks have enough point guards on roster. Obviously, Jalen Brunson, but outside of that, you have Cameron Payne and Tyler Kolek and Deuce McBride, who plays kind of a combo guard role. The Knicks have enough guards. If they made a trade for Mitchell Robinson, the key player they're getting back is not going to be a point guard. So the New York Knicks certainly don't have interest in this. This is more of a situation where the Lakers want to make that trade with the Knicks more than the Knicks are like, oh yeah, give me some Christian Wood up in here. That's what we need. We need a guy who doesn't play any defense, essentially just a much worse version of Karl-Anthony Towns if you want to really boil it down. No, obviously this would be an atrocious trade, and the New York Knicks going out here and doing this would be a massive error. The thing is, it does add another player to their team. It does save them some money, but still, it's a tough trade to make because the Knicks they'd have to do some more salary cap gymnastics, the way they've done that a lot. And I am going to make a video breaking down the entirety of the Karl-Anthony Towns trade because that is officially done. They've done it. Karl-Anthony Towns is officially a New York Knick. But with all that being said, if the Knicks want to go out there and trade Mitchell Robinson, you have to imagine that there's some sort of sense of urgency to bring in another rim protector, whether that's in the Mitchell Robinson deal or in a separate deal, probably involving Precious Achiuwa because he's the final tradable contract they'd have left, but he can't be traded till December, I might add. The Knicks are going to have to go out there and make a move then. Now, it's important to note the Knicks are not against keeping Mitchell Robinson. It's not like they're hell-bent on moving him. It's not trade Mitch is their only option. They're perfectly fine with waiting for Mitchell Robinson to come back and play in January when he's expected to return from injury. But the Knicks do seemingly fear that Robinson is going to be out for a while. It's not exactly certain that he'll even be back in January. And there's a lot of fear that that injury was a lot worse than it let on, and that it's going to take a while for him to be fully healthy and fully back to that version of Mitchell Robinson, who's the best offensive rebounder in basketball, who's one of the best rim protectors. And look, guys, a lineup of Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Mitchell Robinson when healthy is lethal because you could hide Towns. You don't have to make him guard a talented big man at all. You don't have to worry about a lack of rim protection. You also have two of the best on-ball defenders in basketball. It's a situation where that lineup is absolutely disgusting. Jalen Brunson's a better defender than people believe he is, and so is Karl-Anthony Towns to a degree when it comes to on-ball defense. But all that being said, the Knicks are going to have to go out and get another rim protector because Tom Thibodeau is going to want one if they trade Mitch. If they don't have Mitchell Robinson, Tibbs is going to want the Knicks to go out there and get a different rim protector to get. And obviously, Gabe Vincent's at point guard, and Christian Wood's not going to bring that either. I just don't see why the Knicks would make this trade. Now, Vincent spent most of last season injured and put up these numbers. Vincent put up 3 points per game, 2 assists, shot 10% from the three, 0% on corner threes. Mind you, the Knicks are a corner three shooting team. He got 8 steals per game. The man somehow got multiple fouls per game despite not playing that much and shot 30% from the field. It was an awful season from Gabe Vincent, a complete loss where the Lakers thought they were going to get a very good backup point guard who could step in and start after Vincent's success with the Miami Heat, including success against the New York Knicks in the playoffs. No one's interested in this. No one. The Shanghai Sharks aren't interested in these numbers. Now, looking at Christian Wood, he put up 7 points, 5 rebounds, can shoot the three, I guess, at 30%, with a 46% from the field while being a big man who's also only 6'8". He's worse than Precious Achiuwa. There's no reason to bring in a different 6'8" big man if you have Precious, or at all if it's Christian Wood, if we're being honest. The man used to block more shots. He used to shoot threes more effectively when he was on Detroit, when he was putting up 14 and 10. But those days are apparently gone. He's been okay at best with the Lakers. Why would the New York Knicks go out there and make this trade? The only thing that the Knicks benefit from this is getting more players on the roster. But even so, between Gabe Vincent's $11 million per year and Christian Wood's money, it's more than the Knicks are giving Mitchell Robinson, meaning they'd have to either trade someone out or do more cap flexibility stuff, which they do not have the assets to do anymore. This is a trade that makes no sense for the Knicks at all. There's no reason why this would actually happen. Now, yes, there's a world where they instead do Gabe Vincent and also Jalen Hood-Schifino, as that does make sense, according to Scoop B. Robinson, who did mention, yes, if the Lakers want Mitchell Robinson, they could throw Gabe Vincent, a 2025 second-round pick, and fillers such as Jalen Hood-Schifino, a young guard, in exchange for Mitch, and the math works out. But still, why would the Knicks go out there and acquire 2 guards for their rim-protecting big man when they have a bunch of guards? Now, guys, obviously this situation is crazy, don't get me wrong. The Knicks have a lot going on with them right now, so very quickly, just make sure to subscribe to the channel. 24% of viewers are subscribed. You don't want to miss a single video. We got a lot going on, a lot more coming this season. We're going to do a lot of crazy stuff. You're going to find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that stuff. Knicks Digest is going to be all over media, so you guys do not want to miss out on any of the fun we're going to have, including our happy hours with Matt, which will be back on this Friday at 6 p.m. as per usual. And we'll have other guests on at times also. It won't always be Matt. But, guys, this trade is absurd. I don't understand the point of it. I don't understand why the New York Knicks would go out there and give someone a value for people of no value. Now, I understand Mitchell Robinson's value has taken a massive hit, and he didn't even come with the team to training camp. As Bagley mentioned, Mitchell Robinson has remained back in New York to rehab his foot following off-season surgery. He's not with the team in Charleston for training camp. Now, the Knicks go to Charleston every year. They go to the Citadel College, and they just do their training camp. They do all that stuff before the season begins. Now, the preseason begins in a few days. This is October 2nd on Wednesday. Preseason begins this coming Sunday. So, obviously, the Knicks are getting ready to get going and get on the floor and play their starters 10 minutes a game before going to guys off the bench. And we're going to see maybe Ariel Hukporti can be the Hartenstein 2.0, or maybe we're just really just calling him Hartenstein 2.0 because he's German. Whatever, guys. Here's the deal. Hukporti does have potential as a rim protector. Jericho Sims has been working very hard to get that Knicks backup center role and potentially the starting center role if they want to slide Towns to the power forward, something that Towns likes playing. So the Knicks do have some versatility with their front court, more than they had when they had Julius Randle. Not still saying I love the trade. I still don't love it. I understand it. I don't love it. I might just be biased towards Randle and DiVincenzo. But look, guys, I mean, the Knicks are going to have to go out there, and if Mitchell Robinson's not healthy, they're going to have to find a rim protector who is. Even if he's not as good as Mitch, you're going to have to figure that out. And if trading Mitch happens within that to get more role players on the team, such as a trade I loved involving Trey Murphy, then yeah, you do it. But I don't want the Knicks to have a sense of urgency with trading Mitchell Robinson. It doesn't make much sense when you think about it. Why would they go out there and rush to trade Mitch away while he's injured when he could come back, play well, and if you really want to trade him, you could wait till this offseason. If Mitch comes back, he plays well, he shows he's still the best offensive rebounder in basketball, he shows he's one of the best defenders in basketball. Over the offseason, if you're still hell-bent on trading him, he'll have 1 year left on his contract. He'll be an expiring deal, playing well after an injury. His value will shoot up. I don't understand the point of rushing to trade Mitchell Robinson, and I believe Leon Rose is going to evidently feel the same. The Knicks are probably going to want to see what this roster looks like at least till January, and then figure it out from there. You can't trade Precious till December 15th anyway, so you might as well wait till January, see what holes the New York Knicks team has without Mitchell Robinson, mind you, so it's going to be rim protection, but maybe something else jumps up. The Knicks go out there, can make a decision then, still have a first-round pick to trade with, still have Precious Achiuwa, still have a plethora of second-round picks to move, even though they moved some more in the Towns trade. Again, I'll do a full breakdown on that very soon, probably coming out tonight. And guys, you don't want to miss it, so make sure you subscribe, like this video, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Knicks.